Hi, Naba Barkakati again with a 3-minute video. I wanted to give you a quick update on how my video setup is going. If you remember, I was mentioning how I was having problem with the color, and I changed the light bulbs and moved them around a little bit, and it's essentially still the same setup but different light bulbs and with the automatic color, automatic white balance on the camera. Maybe those two things seem to have done something which is good enough to give me, I think, acceptable colors at this point, and I probably will not fiddle around with it anymore. Let me show you quickly the setup I have got, just to remind you. As you can see, I have a backdrop, dark black, about 20 inches front of it. There's a bench on which I sit, and there is a camera right in front of me. In fact, only about a foot from my head, because I turn on and off all the controls by myself with my hand. And behind that there's a LCD TV on which I can watch what's going on, this time remaining, etc. And the lights, of course, you can see on one side this is the fill light actually. This is the key light which I talked about as the primary light, and that happens to be about 6 feet from me distance-wise, and on the little bit looking up to the left of me, at a 45-degree angle from my straight line when I look straight ahead. The fill light itself is, of course, a little bit to the right of me, again about 45 degree, but 7 feet away from me. And then I have a backlight which is also, you can see up there, backlight, and that backlight happens to be about 4 feet from my head and behind, lighting me from behind, and it's a 40-watt bulb. Anyway, the bulbs are 60 watt. As you can see, I wrote 60 watt for the fill and key, 40 watt for the back, and they're all daylight CFL bulbs, like all daylight CFL compact fluorescent lamp. And I have, of course, each of the lamps covered with white cloth handkerchiefs basically to make the light a little bit not so glaring. So anyway, that's the setup, and as you can see, this is how the colors look like. I do think it's going to be fairly alright at this point, and I don't need to probably mess around too much, since I want to keep doing the video as opposed to constantly trying to get the color right. The bulbs that I bought were these compact fluorescent lamp bulbs, and they're actually called the daylight bulbs, and this is one brand, but of course you can get others as well. Just look for the sign that says daylight and in the hardware store, and I think seems like that's the one that's giving me a fairly good result. And as I mentioned, the camera had an automatic white balance. I put a piece of white paper in front of it, press the button, and it balances, does the white balance thing. And so it seems like that might have helped as well. So anyway, that's my latest setup, and I hope you can do something similar to this as well at your home. Thank you, and talk to you again soon. Bye.